Dangers of sickle cell, two young sisters who have it. They suffered strokes, but what they experienced in the healthcare system, it may help the nearly 100,000 Americans, mostly black, who suffer from this hereditary disease. Their story first appeared in the New York Times and The Sport, and we are joined by Kyra Crawford and her mother Dana and New York Times reporter Gina Kolata. And I want to thank all of you for being with us. Welcome to BNC. Thanks for joining us on Start Your Day. I want to start with you, Dana, and I want to know what it's been like just caring for your girls, because it was a huge undertaking.
It's quite a journey, a huge learning experience. Every day is something new. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. It's very, extremely hard, physically, emotionally. There's definitely nothing easy about it. So yeah, just we try to make the best of every day and every situation, but it's definitely it's been a difficult journey so far.
And Dana, we want to commend you for doing your part to be that caretaker. We know it's tough. But Kyra, I want to talk to you because you and your sister Cammy have been through so much at such a young age. Once again, both of you suffering through strokes that may have been prevented with proper screening. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I want you to give our viewers what it's like to live with this condition and what you go through. And Dana, maybe you can chime in on that as well.
Um, it's 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 rough. It's not just hard on your like, because there's pain. There's pain every single day. But it also takes a toll on your mental health as well. Um, so just like, not being able to do as much as normal kids your age would be able to do. It really takes a toll on your mental health. Being in the hospital so as much as we are, um, it's yeah,
Oh,
it's not easy at all. So I
oh,
I think something that's been not new, but something that, when Kyra and her sister were younger, all we heard was the physical aspects of it, the pain and the swelling and whatnot. And what no one really shared with us is how it affects them emotionally and mentally. And I think
Yeah.
that plays a huge part into it because my daughters have been through more than most adults will ever experience. Kids to deal with that, it does a toll on them emotionally, which it kind of affects them physically because it makes the physical even worse. So um, it's hard. There's not a day to go when they're not in pain. It just depends on the level of pain um, and what they can tolerate. But since they were born, that known is the pain on a basis where it is.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like
wow.
this is a disease that stole parts of childhood and affected the whole
Yeah.
family. Gina, tell us what you uncovered, because once again, we're talking about how black people are treated within the healthcare system. So, what did you uncover about the screenings, the testing, and preventing strokes?
Can I first just say that I'm not sure how much your viewers can appreciate. I hope they can just from talking to Dana and Kara, but they are an amazing family. I mean, what they've
I
been
can tell.
through and their upbeat attitude in the face of really, really difficult circumstances is it's just awe-inspiring. So I was interested in this particular story because it was discovered decades ago that a very simple screening test for children with sickle cell can reveal which children are at really high risk for strokes. And if those children are
Wow.
then treated with blood regular blood transfusions, 90% of strokes can be prevented. And then I heard
Wow.
that large numbers of children were not getting the screening test, even though it's recommended by the National Institutes of Health and the Hematology Association. Everybody, doctors who treat these kids should know about it. And large numbers of kids were not getting the test. So I went to a Facebook group, a sickle cell Facebook group, and I said, has anybody here experienced this where your children did not get a test? No one, you didn't know about it, your doctor didn't mention it, and your children got strokes. That's how I met Dana. But the story really is about how this is sickle cell, as I guess many of your viewers know, is a disease that's been known about for a long time, long time,
Mm-hmm.
and has been really neglected. It hasn't gotten the attention it deserves, hasn't gotten the funding. And children who have it are not getting treatments that could prevent
Mm-mm.
conditions like strokes that really affect them for the rest of their lives. I also found out, I wish I'd known this when I wrote the story, that even people who know about it and find out about it, some insurance companies say they won't pay for the test, which I just was appalled. So
That's
that's
sad.
my take on it. I wanted people to understand that this is a situation that's really intolerable in this country today, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
that
is.
there's no reason
That's it.
that doctors shouldn't know about this, and children and parents.
Exactly.
Yeah. We are almost out of time, and I do want to get back to Kyra and Dana, but I want to ask you one follow-up, Gina, and that's why. Did you get any reporting on why both the insurance companies and the doctors, because we know there's racism. There's racism in the healthcare industry.
Well, nobody's going to
Mm-hmm.
say, I won't, I didn't tell the children because I'm a racist. No one's ever going to say that to you. But there is a pattern, there really is a pattern of undertreatment of children, of Black children with sickle cell.
Yep.
And a lot of it has to do with the long, sad history of the way people are treated in this country who are not part
Wow.
of the majority.
Yeah, and we could talk about the disproportionate because Gina, in your article, you point out how cystic fibrosis, a condition that affects young white kids, about a third as many Americans as sickle cell patients. Yet there's way more funding, way more medicine that's involved when it comes to that. So when you hear that, Dana, first of all, how does that make you feel? And what advice would you give to other parents or just adults who are going through this condition about what they should be telling or asking their doctors to prevent any kind of health related issues when it comes to sickle cell?
I hate to put the burden on parents to try to find everything out. It just seems to me that it should not be their job. But if I had a child with sickle cell disease, I would go to groups like the National Institutes of Health, the American Society for Hematology, and I would look at their guidelines for treatment. And then, if the standard of care was not what my child was getting, I would I would ask why, and I would try to go to if I
Mm-hmm.
could, the best place to do this is to go to a major hospital, which has people who are sickle cell specialists, because they're more likely to know what to do. If you have your average pediatrician, they may not have really studied this in medical school. They may have one child in their whole practice who has sickle cell, and they may not know what to do, or they may not be up on the guidelines.
Dana, can you follow up on that?
I was just
I
gonna
mean,
say
I'm sorry. Yeah,
the
Dana. Yeah.
stats infuriating, honestly. And I honestly feel like one of the reasons why sickle cell is so underfunded, doesn't get the full attention is because it is stereotyped as a illness that's a Black
Mm.
illness. And that's
Yes.
a terrible stereotype because
Mm-hmm.
I personally know several people of Hispanic descent, um,
Mm-hmm.
people, I know white people who have sickle cell disease. There's different strains, so it's very infuriating. But I would advise parents to advocate. I've never been a very outspoken person until my children were diagnosed with sickle cell, and you have to advocate. You have to speak up. My daughters were with a specific provider for over 10 years, and it was a hard decision, but I had to make the decision to move them to another what we felt was a more experienced hematologist to try to get them the best care possible. So the number one thing that I would say is advocate, speak up, do not sit back. I'm not a doctor, but I know my kids, and
Right.
I'm gonna fight for them until the day I die. So advocate, advocate,
I love
advocate,
that.
and speak up. Speak up. That's
Yeah.
that's the best
Speak up.
advice that I would
Speak
give.
up. Speak up.
You're
Keep
a
on
good
doing what you're
mom.
doing. You are a great mom. Keep on doing what you got to do for your kids,
Thank
Kyra and
you.
Cammy. Before we go, Kyra, we want to say happy birthday. We understand Sunday was your birthday. I think you're 16 now.
Thank
So we wish you
you.
a happy belated birthday. Yes. And keep up the fight as well, you and your sister. We appreciate you and everybody.
Thank
You can read
you.
more about Kyra, Cammy,
Can
and
I say
Dana
one last
and Gina
thing?
Kolata's art. Yeah, real quick,
Can I
we got
say
to
one
go,
last
but go
thing?
ahead.
This is part of a
Absolutely.
series that we're doing on sickle cell, and people who are interested. This is the New York Times, and I think it's called the Aaron Gene. We're going to have stories all throughout the year on different aspects, and I think that this is the kind of
So
thing
important.
that every story is part. Is this is every story is going to have the same kind of theme, and I think your viewers might be interested.
Yeah, we definitely thank you for doing the article. We need that
Absolutely.
information out there to help these parents and these kids who are going through what they're going through right now. Kyra, Cammy, Dana, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.